folks, and welcome back to Shapes 2. If you take a look here, our list has cleared out quite a bit. I've put a couple hours into the game behind the scenes just to be able to get to this point. I can see we changed some of this. We got this thing going, and it's not even on our list anymore. We've also now reached our milestone. And you know what that means? Trains! Super excited for those. I don't care about any of this other stuff, although that's kind of cool. Crystals, that's so. Train vortex. Okay, I gotta stop getting ahead of myself. I'm excited about, we're at level 2. We got trains. All right. So if we take a look here, just at the brief ideas here, it looks like trains. Are they going under and over the track? What is the deal here? That's cool. All right, so we know we've been waiting with these. Move huge amounts of shapes over long distances. The dream of every operator. Choo choo. So we get trains for high-speed throughput. We get a shape transporter that unlocks shape wagons, loaders, and unloaders. Okay. We got red color. Unlocks red trains for more routing options. Okay. Intermediate stop unlocks train stop where trains only stop if they can immediately load or unload cargo. Otherwise, they skip. That's kind of cool. We got red color. We got 9 new technologies to do. We got 5 new jobs. And then we got a platform capacity upgrade. Cool. All right, so I'll pause this real fast. There is no pause. I'm used to spacebar, but it just takes you out. We get trains. Let's take a look at trains here. We already have our space belt. We have our space pipe. Now we have rails. Inside of there, we have our wagon depots, locomotive depots, train stops, wagon loaders, wagon unloaders, and it looks like we have route configuration along with decorations, which I think is just probably labels. Oh no, look at that. That's fun. Oh, we can have it go up or down. Okay, that's cool. What do these look like? So a shape wagon depot. Place behind a locomotive depot and add a wagon shape to the train. Okay. A locomotive depot. Oh, look at all these different routes we can get. Okay, that's cool. Train stops. We just have the basic stop there. And then we have our loader and our unloader. I don't know if there's any logic or anything associated with any of this. So we'll have to take a look and see what's going on with that. I'm assuming we can do a lot with wires, which I haven't done anything with wires. Up here in shop and job, let's take a look. I've already collected this one. I've already collected that one. This is our next job here. I've already also started on these. Because you can see them kind of far out, there's no reason not to just kind of have them be. And this one should be able to get started as well. So I'm going to pin this guy and this one as well. I guess we could pin that one because we can get started on a bunch of this stuff right out of the gate. It's like this area here. I don't need to do anything other than just have these things be as they are. So I can get rid of all of this. And we can get rid of all of this. We'll make another spot for these blue guys because we do need those for something else that we'll deal with in just a little bit. All right, this one I'm going to back up because I can do all that over here, I think, without much problem. And then this one, I'm going to get rid of this guy for now. Get rid of all of that. We don't need to rotate them because it doesn't matter. This one, I'm just going to kill it all the way back here for now. And I'm probably making my life way harder than it needs to be, but whatevs. We got one shot at this, so let's go and try and see what we can come up with here. All right, so these guys are just going to be there. There, we'll get rid of this. And pop. Okay, and then these ones I should be able to just put right on that line as well. And we'll hope and pray that that works. I think we're going to be okay with that one. All right, so that one's already producing. Fantastic. This guy we need to produce. This one's already being produced. We're bringing them in back here. I did a whole bunch of stuff all the way over here for that one. You can see we got that cutting up. I think, yeah, we're merging and cutting all those together back there. Cool. I suppose I could replicate this over here to get the green ones and throw those on a different belt, but I'm not worried about that right now. I want to figure out how trains work, but I'm going to ignore them just for a little bit longer here. My apologies. We have this guy, so we need to just be able to cut these bad boys. Not rotate, we need to cut them in halvesies. And then we have that one done. So 1, 2, 3, 4 should be more than enough to satisfy that. And then we'll take all of those and route them like so. And we should be able to, I mean, the higher tiers as far as jobs go, the more requirements. So this one starts at 3,000, whereas we go back to our early ones, started at like, well, I guess it doesn't tell us, but it was less. It was less. Let's take a look at our shop and see what we got. Because we have 13,200 points, but before we do that, let's collect a little bit more. All right, we're gonna collect those, and then we gotta figure out this one. We did have blank ones coming in at one point. I don't know where they're at currently. It's not that one. Where are they coming? They were coming in at some point. Was it this guy? So got those. Yeah, it was this spot. Okay. So we're going to put that in on belt 4. When that comes in, it's going here. And belt 4 is currently taken, but we can bring it up to a second level. And then we can maybe route this group of stuff over here to do something. All right. That's an easy enough solution to that problem. So belt 4, get rid of that. It's going to go in at a higher level. Fantastic. So if we take a look here, it's doing a thing. They're going to get sent out. They're on belt 4 over here. Belt 4 is going to drop in right there. Beautiful. We'll do something like this, I guess. I struggle with this game on where I should do stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. All right, so I'll do that. And we'll route them right into, let me go down one more. I'll route them into there. Cool. Now on this one, get rid of this guy. That will eventually be our new route, I think. But this one, bring down, and we can do Stacky City. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go up to, or go up to the second level. There we go. And then we'll pop on back down. This one is going to go pop, pop, pop. And there we go. We have the shape. And what's going on here? All right, I'm going to get rid of this for right now. Don't think we need it. And then this one, I can route into there. I guess I just put that back without any real issue, but whatevs. Now these guys are finally getting delivered, and we're starting to produce those. Fantastic. This one's moving along. This one's moving along. This one will be moving along momentarily. This guy we still need to work on. Oh no. Oh no. I got rid of that whole area in the preference of getting this all sorted, and I've made a mistake. So let me see what I can do here to fix that issue. These are just going to go there. And we can feed that over there. Okay. I don't think we're in terrible shape here. Just more annoyance than what we need it to have. So got that. This needs to come back down so we can stack. Oh goodness. Okay, let me redo this. Boom, 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 boom. Get rid of that. Cool. Bring it up to there. Fantastic. Bring it back on down. Smack, 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 smack. And then we'll do the same thing. Oops, not that much. We'll do this. And then all of that's going to route here and over. I need to... Don't call to come back. We need to bring this one back here. And then we'll have that. That should satisfy making those again. And previously, this guy here, we didn't know what it did because I was dumb. But if you go into jobs, there's also operator ones where you can get different levels for your operator badge, and it produces those. So it wants us to get up to this, and it's going to do things for us. If we take a look at some of these shapes down farther, it's wild. I don't even know how to do all that. Speaking of, back here, we need to go back to the jobs and take a look and see what we got. So we got our speed multiplier, which is going to make everything move faster, machines and platforms. We have more vortex inputs, which we may need to do. Our platform capacity, we're okay. Train speed, we don't have that. Train capacity would be nice. Increase the amount of packages that trains can carry per machine level. I don't know what that means entirely. Ooh, shape multiplicator. Ooh, that's fun. Taking a look farther down here, I can unlock the third level machines. I don't know if I want to do that. The fluid tank, I don't know what that's doing really. This one I'm interested in across the board. I think these are interesting. But I'm also really interested in this stuff. The fluid wagons in particular, I'm most interested in. mainly because I can load those up and have transport and bring finished goods. Like these circles here, I don't have to worry about bringing stuff from one spot. I can bring them from far and be fine. So I think I'm gonna unlock that. We'll figure out how it all works here in a little bit. Station spacer for building stops with gaps between loaders and unloaders. Okay, I don't know how that works. We'll figure that out. Transfer points, unlock transfer, allowing you to quickly exchange packages between wagons. That's a good idea. Don't know how it works, but we'll figure it out at some point. We have secondary colors. I should unlock this, but I'm not going to. We're just going to worry about fluid wagons right now and hope and pray that we have something interesting. So we have wagon loaders and unloaders, and then there's the fluids. Okay, let's work on one of them, and we're going to make the green circles. That's where I think I want to focus our... I don't even need to. I can do it all right here. But maybe I can have the trains drop off that somewhere else. Maybe. I don't know if that matters or not. We're also making all of this, and we don't need to. We don't need to do anything with these. So I'm going to get rid of those. We're not... All of this is unnecessary, so we're going to stop that hot mess. Let's see. What else are we producing that we don't need to? These guys... We don't need those either. Okay. So we're going to wipe out large areas of our factory right now because we just don't need them. And I want to figure out how to make other things work. And I have a feeling that if we're spending time doing stuff that is not helping us to our goal, that we're just burning time and energy and thought process. And I don't want to do that. I just want to play the game and do things that I think are going to work and may or may not. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, so we got all of that going. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna erase those all the way back because what I eventually want to do is I want to have like one shape come into each side, and then we can control with wires. I think maybe we can have some logic things set up and control the colors that are coming out of it, the shapes or like partial shapes and all that stuff. I'm hoping that's what I can do down the road here. I just don't know that for sure. But that's my goal right now. So we'll figure out what's what here as we move forward. But this area I can also clean up a little bit on because these guys are not moving as fast as what they should. Okay, maybe we can help this one out just a touch. So we'll do that. We have our little cutsy jobby doobies here. So maybe we'll add in another line of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those will all go over here and go up, over and down, and then we can route them into there. That's logical, right? Okay, so we'll do this, up around. Again, just trying to increase the overall efficiency of everything. These are going to stay separated. I'm going to put... Where's the overflow jobby doobie? Not a bench stacker. That we have not used at all, by the way. Not labels. There it is. Overflow splitter. So if that ever gets full for whatever reason, it's not going to, I don't think. At least not yet. It might back up once we get a little bit more in here, but I think we'll be okay. At least it'll do its thing and get that. Okay. We have this bad boy. We have these bad boys. Ooh, that's fun. And we have this one. So we can knock out both of these with one try. We have these built way far away. So like these guys here are coming in like so, and they're going onto there. But we don't need them to do that anymore. We need to have these guys get red first. So where's red? Well, it's right there. So we can hopefully... Do I try a fluid train just to... Let's try a fluid train just to see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen here. All right. So take a look. I need to look at the fluid thing here and just see what it does. Place behind a locomotive depot to add fluid to the train. Okay. So I'm going to put it right there maybe. And then we'll put the depot there. And then our train tracks. Again, I don't know what I'm actually doing right now. I'm just trying to figure this out. So we'll do that. And, oh, nope, that's... The fluid depot just adds the fluid wagon. We need the loader here. Okay. And then I need, oh, nope, that needs to be a fluid loader. So let me go back into that. Nope, not depot. I need, this is loader, right? Yeah, wagon loaders and then fluid 1. Cool. And then over here, I should have an unloader. Oh, look at that. So you can see the direction that it's going to come in. Okay. Oh God, I did the wrong thing. I didn't pick train tracks. Okay, so it's gonna come there and go around. And then does it just loop over? Oh, that's so cool. Okay, that part works. We're gonna split this up into 2 rounds, I think. Or I can get all of this onto 1. And then do I have extras here or did I max this out? I think I maxed this out already. Okay. But let's go ahead and get this part figured out. And then once we have that figured out, hopefully we can do more. All right, so I need to go back out here. We're going to get the fluid jobby doobies. Mining fluids. Why can't I put stuff there? Oh, I'm on the mine. I'm dumb. All right, we got that. We'll increase this. Then I can go over into this and we're going to see if this is what we are supposed to do or not. Because I really honestly don't know how this works. So we'll do all of this. This is all brand new gameplay. The rest of this, it's been new for me, but nope. All of this has been new, but there's been a lot of flavors of the old game. And this is the first time I really don't know what I'm doing at all. I also really dislike, I don't know why I can't make smooth bends with any of this stuff, but I struggle mightily making smooth bends here. So we'll do that. Bam, bam. And look, it's filling up. Oh, it's so cool. So I don't know if it... Let's see, train comes in. I don't know if this has to be fully loaded before it will go on here and then have the train. All right, I need a train stop, it looks like. And over here, can we do a train stop? Red route configurator. Can move it up and down. Let's see. Nope. Okay. It's stopping. Look, it has the red stuff on it. Okay. So that means I should be able to grab these from here. And what I think I'm going to do is go in, not jobs. I'm going to go into the shop and I'm going to get the fluid tank. Mainly because I feel like I'm going to need it. So I don't know that for sure, but we'll see what this all brings us here. So if I do this, 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 and this. And look, it's unloading them. It's doing the things. That number should be going down, and this is slowly filling up. It's so cool. All right, now I have to figure out the rest of this. God help us. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, can't do that because we have that in the way. All right, let's see. Okay, that part's fine. We'll do that into there. Cool, cool, cool. And I'm just going to dump these over here for right now because I don't know the best solution to this problem quite yet. So we're making them. We need them for both things, quite honestly. Maybe I can just shut this one down and we can just do full on. I think I have, oh cool, look, it rolls in there and then it fills up. Oh, it's super neat. So what I really should be doing is build a color station where like, hey, we have our red, we have our green, we have our blue, and then I can just maybe with some switching or something, just automatically switch out of whatever we need. That's a possibility of things that I could do. I don't know how to do it, but I want to play with it a bit and see what we can come up with. So let me just take this. That's going to go there. This one's going to go there. And then this one, I'm just going to take that. And I suppose I can just throw some of these right onto that. Because we need to get 4,000 of those. So that's going to be a process, to be kind. And yeah, I need to figure out next steps for this. Oh, we're also producing this all the way back here, which maybe this is perhaps a better way to do it. Maybe I could just get all of these to be red. I need everything to be red no matter what. I don't need to make the ones without colors anymore, right? Hold on. Hold on. Nope, this is all wrong. Poopy pants. Crap. All right, I did. I messed up. These are circles. If we take a look here, it wants the half section. So I'm doing this completely wrong. So let me just undo my mess. I apologize deeply. And we'll get all of that out of there because that's not producing anything that we need. This is the one we need to do. So maybe what I'll do, instead of bringing the train over here, maybe I'll put it over in this area. So let's try that again and just see if I can do said item. So train-wise, I need to have a stop. And they need space in front of them to be able to turn around. Okay, I can deal with that. We need unload station. So maybe I'll choose that or that. There we go. And then a stop can be there. I cannot put it there. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll go to pipes. There we go. And I'm just going to do a nice little tank there. And all of the things should be able to come into that without any problem whatsoever. I think. Let me try putting these. Nope. There we, nope. Oh, God, help us. There we go. Okay. Nope, these are backwards. There we go. Boom. Boom. That's what I want to see. Okay. So we have that. These guys, eventually we're going to reconfigure here in a moment. I may just knock out this whole half. I don't know. I don't know quite yet what I want to do with that because I need to look at the production of this and see how we're generating all this. Like, we're maxing that bad boy out. We could do another one and replicate this in there, but I don't want to do that right now, although I should. All right, so I just want to see the trains coming in. Why'd you not stop? Is this not a liquid unloader? It's not a liquid unloader. All right, I think that's now proper. I think. All right, so let's try and see if we can get this actually configured the right way. So, oh, we got that one done. That was quick. All right, we'll join that together later. Not a big deal. Where's my train? Chugga chugga. Come on, chugga chugga. Oh, look, when it fills up, they give you like little rolls and stuff. That's cool. So I want to see if they unroll here. Please unroll. It unrolled. Look at it. It's going. And oh, that's so cool. It's actually not that much stuff, though. If you take a look, it's really not that much stuff coming out of it overall. All right. Let's go back to paint these bad boys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I really want to do is just want to copy all, like copy paste this whole thing if I can. So I want to make a nice line here. Nope. I want to set my anchor point there. Anchor point there. Anchor point there. And then we're going to bring it back down. And then this one. There we go. All right. I need this line to eventually get over there. Oh, I can jump that. That's fun. Maybe I can't jump that. Doesn't sound like something. Oh, it's blocking the exit. My bad. Okay, so go up, over, down, and like so. Cool. And then I need some pipey pipes to go into there. And look, it's generating what we need. So then I can take this and route this over here and up and into there. And hopefully that will do the job of what we need. Looks good to me so far. Heck yeah. And that's going to knock out 2 things for us. We have so much to do. Oh my goodness. At least this one's about half done. That one we need to work on still. Okay. But we're doing the work. So what I should be able to do is just highlight all of this, copy it, and paste it, and potentially paste another one. I don't think we need that, but I could, which is always a nice thing to do. Oh, no, I didn't put that in the right spot. I forgot I needed space for 2. So copy 1 there. See, like that's what I need to be able to see where we're coming at and what's going on. All right, so that one we're going to take here, bring it up, over, and down. So now that one's feeding into that. Beautiful. And this one we'll take like so. And route over there. And then this one's going to come back up and jump back over into that one. Essentially, I could control this one of 2 ways. I can work on just this guy, or I can work on this. This one is a milestone one, I believe. So if I go back up into milestones, you can see that's kind of our base beginning part, as is this. I'm not super concerned about that part of it quite yet. That's a future us problem. But I like that we're not backing these up right now. Like you can see, these are still moving. There's no delay. It's going through and doing all of its stuff. We're sending out full belts just like we were. So 4 seems to be the number you need to fill up a belt of the painted stuff once it gets fully fired up. This lower one's not fully fired up yet. And we have the train doing its thing. Look at this. It's magic. And there's backups ready for days. And yeah, we should also have some stuff in the tank ready to go there. That's super cool. It also makes things simpler because you can make shapes really far away and bring them really far back into stuff. Like this one over here, I'm not going to do that, but I need to get the green shape set up. Where are we outputting all this? Like, see, this is my other factory. I did this off camera, but I have a line set up where it's bringing in these and then it's looping them around. But it's not fully functional because you need to have a lot of these to be able to satisfy or satiate all of that stuff. So we're barely getting through here, but I should be able to, this is just an overflow, but I should be able to put all of this onto one belt and have that go and really knock this thing out much faster than what we've been doing. But again, that's a future us problem. Right now, like you see how far it's transporting, like way the heck over there. I'd like to find a way to simplify a lot of that stuff here as we continue playing. This one here, it's not something we need to make anymore. Like we could knock out all of this because I don't think there's any shapes in there that require any of that stuff. So it's just a matter of where we want to spend our time next because I don't really know what I want to do here next as far as that. I'm just happy we got trains because that's the cool, like look at this. It's so cool. I don't know if like the barrels or whatever they are load up there or not, or how that works. But we got trains, and that's all I really care about right now. Is I want to play with trains. You can see the visually. You can see where the pipes are for the different colors. You can see the, for lack of a better term, conveyor belts, and then we can see the trains themselves. If we take a look over here, we're making the blue squares, and we have a lot of blue squares coming down all the way over here. We should be able to cut those up and join them in with the blue circles somewhere. There's our blue circles. So maybe the smaller one we could output differently and have those, because this one's still going through. If we take a look at it, what's its next goal? Because yeah, see, we're gonna need blue circles for a lot of things coming up. So maybe we should just start making more blue circles. So I think what I'm gonna do is build out another mining section here. We'll make sure they work nice and quick. And then that's just going to join into that belt. And we're just going to put that on the second one, I think. Again, I'm very not good at this game, but I'm having fun. All right, so we'll do all that. Boop, boop. Cool. I do want to merge all of this stuff together, so... Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Boop, boop. Nope. Boop, boop. Nope, I have to go back down. I was going to do it all in one shot. You can't do that. You have to have a chance for them to do their thing. And that's going to be, if I rotate that, this guy here. Okay. And that should give us just a touch more capacity over here so that we can start loading. Because you can see one full belt is able to feed actually 8 of these. Our hang up here is actually that we can't export them quick enough, which I guess I should use a train for because they're going really far. I could, in theory, use a train to do all that. I'm not going to, but I could, which is always fun. All right, so we should start filling this belt up here real soon. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. All right, so we're going to make a whole bunch more blue circles. So we're going to take this feed here, which is where our current blue circles are doing their thing. And we're going to figure out our next steps to get this to work the way we want it to work. I don't know why this game does not like selecting things the way I want to select them, but it doesn't. And that's okay. It just doesn't like to listen to me all the time. Okay. So this line here, I need to bring up, over, and down. This line here is also going to work with these guys. They're there, but we need to... Let's see. I don't need to maximize anything by any means. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That will do that. And then if I cut those again, I just need to rotate them real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can cut all of that up. All right, and then I do need to rotate those to the upper corner. Okay, that part's not a big deal. We have our circles there, which I do need to work on. They do need to be cut up. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Just need to rotate them all so they're in the same order. Cool. Then we're going to cut them again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nope. Not right. I need to rotate them all first. Poopy pants. I actually only need to rotate. I'm trying to think here. All right, so that's bottom. I just need a top right. So if I were to cut these with this one, that's bottom left. If I rotate these, if I do that and then put scissors on there, what does it do? Nope. try this one and see if we cutty cut. Okay, we're not going to get those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. We'll do that one. Then we'll cutty cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. We cutty cut. And then these ones just need to get rotated again to go to the top. Right. So 180 flips. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. All right. This one is going to be stacked up. Uh-oh, I messed up. Let's see here. How can I fix this? I can't fix it. I just need to move these up one more. Oh, goodness. All right. Oh, God, help us. No, you're just merging there. Merging there. I don't want you sharing. I just feed your own lines. There we go. Okay. And we'll do that. We'll bring this back down. We'll feed all of that into the same line. All right, we got that. And then I just need to merge all of those with this. Pop, 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 pop. That's going to go there. Over and up. And when I come back down, look at that. It's the right shape. Yes, that's what we're looking for, baby. All right. And then we'll just pop these over. Head up, down, and in there. And we got new shapes. And they're shapes that contribute to our overall main goal. This bad boy is flying, by the way. So if we take a look at that one, our next one is put that on just a plain square. So where are they coming in at? These guys. We have plain squares coming in over here. Is there a better place I can get plain squares? It's right there. I think we can assemble them at another spot, maybe right here. I'm not going to do that yet, but I could. I also need to take a look at the platforms. See, we're fine on platforms. I imagine once we really get rolling on this, that number is going to go really fast and be a pain in the butt. But for right now, it's not. So we're not going to worry about that quite yet. These guys are almost there. We need less than 200 of those. So they're moving through and doing their thing. Fantastic. Because I would love to get rid of the production of some of this stuff here if we could. All right, that one is still not doing anything. This guy's there. Oh, we have to put in unmarked circles next, which that's actually not that big a deal. We have a spot for that. We could start that process now if we wanted to. I don't want to, but we could. And this one's moving along. We still need to do this guy. Okay, so that's our next step. We have those. We have the circles. Let's see what we can do to cut these bad boys up and get them going here. So if I just pull in this, 1, 2, 3. We'll flip those around 180 so these guys all line up. Pop, pop, pop. In theory, I should be able to put stackers right there and just output it over to the other side like so. And all I need to do is put the half circles. So that's not a big deal to do. I just need to route it in a way that makes sense for all parties involved. So I got that. All right. 1, 2, 3. Not trying to blow out our capacity here, just trying to do some simple stuff. And then these guys are going to face, they need to be facing to the left. And if I played my cards right, which is always a giant question, I think I did that right. Let's take a look here. Yep, see? I love when you see them and you can see exactly what's going on with all this stuff. The nice thing about this too is even though this is only 3, it should be able to feed 6 of these because it's outputting 6 spots. So we should be able to fill the belt and then eventually we'll get this guy gone because it's not necessary to what we're doing. This whole area here is also unnecessary, so we're just going to highlight all of that and say smell you later. We'll get rid of some of this other stuff. Lots of confusion. But I love that this doesn't cost me anything. It's just how do we most efficiently do this? So I collected that one. All right, so now I need circles. I can do like halves of halves and get them going. This guy we can stop. I don't need that to go there. I'm just going to route this down onto there. We don't need it, but whatever. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to... No, because I want to leave space for the... I get so conflicted on things. All right, let's take a look here. We need this guy. So these guys are going to need to get joined up with these. All right, so what we're going to do is do another set of 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Up, up, up. I actually think I'm going to do 4. I'll explain my reasoning here in a second, but I don't even know if I have enough space for this. Is not going to be enough space, but I should be able to finagle a little bit more out of this. All right, so we'll do that, bring that up, drop it down, boom. Okay. That's not the eventual route we're going to go with all this, but that's okay. That's not what the point is. We need space for these guys to do their thing. So we'll flip all of these 180. Or do I just want to try? Okay. No, I think I'm going to cut them. I'm going to rotate them opposite ways. 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do this one the opposite. And when I come to the scissors... Oh, I don't have to rotate them the opposite way. That's right. All right, and then scissor it up. That's what we're looking for, baby. That's actually not what we're looking for. All right, so let's play the game of what we need to do to get this to work the way I think it should work. All right, I think we're just going to do opposite things. Get that. We'll slice all these bad boys up. One of these is going to have to rotate to the upper spot, so we'll do the 180, 180, 180, 180. Stack City, boom, 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 boom. And then that's going to come up and in there, come up and in there, come up and in there, come up and in there. And I know I should be using blueprints, leave me alone. Why did I mess this one up? I don't think I did. I think I just left it. Oh, did I mess that one up? No, I absolutely messed that one up. What did I screw that one up with? All right, that one's facing that way. That one is going that way. Okay. I put scissors on it. Bam, bam. Okay. And then this one gets flipped 180, right? Stack City. One up over. Come on down. There we go. And look, it's like we were just planning this all along. So I think I actually am just going to make these come out straight. We'll throw another stack series on there. These guys will all come down over and in there. And then those ones will be there. And hopefully that will line everything up correctly. Let's take a look and see. Boom, that looks very much like that shape. And if we take a look, it's a green check, so we got it. We did the job. Heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. And then we also have more capacity over here that we still need to add on because I didn't do that. So these should start pumping out a whole lot faster right now. We only have 300 of those, but look at this. It's like unmet demand. It's just ready to rage through this thing. Why is this one so backwards compared to the rest? I do not understand. This one's interesting that it's not going, but it's okay. We got it. All right, so we are actively producing all but this last green circle thingy here. So in theory, I could just pull in circles and paint them or do whatever. I think we're gonna do... I don't know what I want to do right now. Look at all these blue circles. It's full all the way through all of this. My God. We are producing blue circles at an untold clip right now. All of that to help this process along. So red diamond thingies are next. We have green ones there. We can always paint them. And we're doing something with red paint up here, I think, or somewhere else. I don't know. It's not a big deal. See, you look, it's like loaded up in the chamber. I love it. Look at our choo-choo. Getting ready to pick up all the things. It didn't even pick them up because it already has all that. All right, we got that one. And I guess we'll pick that up next time. So we're rocking and rolling. I would love your feedback about what items in the shop I should look at. Should I look at longer platforms? Should I look at irregular ones? Should I look at 3x3? I can afford most of it. This is the most expensive. Oh, if I buy that one, I can't do anything else. Never mind on that one. But we got spacer wagons, which we use to space out other wagons. Okay, I don't know how that one works. The wait and stop. I want to do the transfer one real bad, but that's going to be a thing that I need to solve next time around. All right, folks. I think that's going to wrap us up here for today. I'm really excited that we got trains. Where'd they go? There's the train. I really love the trains, and I'm really glad that we got all of this stuff established and built there. But folks, that's going to wrap us up here for today. Thank you as always for joining me here in our adventures. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.